afternoon and welcome to Recipe for Disaster, the show where we push our amateur contestants' cooking skills to the limit and see who comes out on top. My name is Eve and I'll be your host today, and this episode, it's a big one. It's our finale. After 8 grueling weeks of competition and challenges, today one of our 2 top chefs will be crowned champion of the Recipe for Disaster kitchen and will receive the pristine Recipe for Disaster trophy. So why don't we re-familiarise ourselves with our finalists?
Hi, I'm Jake, I'm 21, I'm a student from Portsmouth.
Hi, I'm Joe, I'm 20, I'm a student from Portsmouth.
This week, we're doing things a little differently to put our contestants' skills to the test like never before. Our home cooks will have to make not just 1, not 2, but 3 dishes with different challenges for each of the 3. Only one chef will be victorious today, and they'll have to put in a lot of work to be crowned the Recipe for Disaster champion. Both Jake and Joe have worked so hard throughout the season, and today they'll both be hoping to impress our expert chef and judge, Emma. Both our contestants have become familiar with Emma throughout the season. We asked her what she thought of the close competition so far and got her expert opinion on your performances. So, let's see what she had to say.
First of all, congratulations to you both on making it all the way through the final. It's been thrilling to see you both gain new skills along the way. Throughout the weeks, you've been completing mini challenges like making fresh pasta and cooked full meals in 15 minutes. And you've beaten 8 other contestants, and it's time to see who's the best. So, for the last time, are you ready?
Well, that's very insightful. I think both me and Emma can't wait to see what this week holds. As Emma was saying, it's been a great series to celebrate the finale of such an exciting season. This episode, we want to put the power in the hands of our viewers at home. Throughout the show, connect with us on Instagram at recipefordisaster.tv to provide your input on who you think should be victorious today based on their performances in today's finale. So, Jake and Joe, for the both of you, it's been your last chance to really prove your worth to be the champion. How are you both feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty confident. I think over the weeks that have gone by, I've developed my skills more and more. I did a bit of culinary school before I started the show, so I'm itching to explore more skills.
Interesting. So, Jake, how do you feel?
Yeah, well, again, I've made it this far. Each challenge I've come across, I've beaten everyone through to the final. I've had a couple shaky moments, but I've learned from people's mistakes, I've learned new skills, and I think I'm ready to use all those skills I've got throughout the series to win the final.
It's great to hear that you both learned from this experience. So, let's see if you can back up your words and get to cooking. This week, for our contestants' first course and first challenge, we were presented each of them with the same set of ingredients. Their task was to create an appealing and delicious starter from the ingredients they had in front of them. This was sure to be a true test of their creative ability. Well, let's see how they got on. Over to you, Emma.
Come on in. Hi.
Hello. Hello, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
How are you feeling about this first challenge?
I'm a little bit nervous. Should
be fine, yeah? So, for the first challenge, you'll be making a starter. You have total creative freedom. This is all the ingredients you've got, so if you need something more, that's too bad for you. So, looking at these ingredients, what do you think you want to make?
I think the tomatoes and the peppers and the Parmesan cheese, maybe start with a bruschetta or maybe a roasted pepper with the risotto maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking of using the tomato and maybe a bit of the basil and the chilli to make a nice soup.
Good tomato soup, yeah? Exciting! What's your plan?
Plan is to make a tomato bruschetta with onions and some garlic.
What are you doing now, Joe?
I'm cutting the parsley. I'm going to add it to the onions and the tomatoes.
Ah, parsley. That's an interesting choice.
Garlic is flavour. Seasoning, garlic. Everything,
Yes.
garlic.
Oh, okay, that's good
It's a little bit
effort.
much.
Yeah, it was always. This is good enough. Just gonna steal a bit. Yeah. No. So what you're gonna do now?
I'm going to pop all of this sautéed onion, garlic and chilli and pop it into here. I'm going to use the oil as well because it's infused with flavour from all the stuff I've sautéed. And now it's got all the onions, garlic, chilli, all infused with the oil and all the tomatoes and peppers together. So now it should be ready to cook. Lovely vegetable stock. Smells lovely.
What's that smell?
Oh no, it's my bread. Oh no. Oh dear. It's a bit burnt, I'm afraid. Oh dear.
I'd say that's about done now. It's nice consistency, pretty juicy, nice and thick.
Let's have a little taste. Interesting. Get a little bit of everything. Very crispy for sure.
Wow, that's a very interesting approach from both of you. So why don't we start with you, Jake? You decided to make a tomato soup and it seemed like Emma really liked it. How did you find the challenge?
Yeah, well, I've felt really comfortable in the challenge actually. Well, came in, saw the ingredients, and saw the tomatoes, and I thought, yeah, that's got to be a tomato soup. I make it all the time at home, make it for the family. The family will say it's great, and I thought, you know what, let's play it safe and sound for the rest of the final. So went for the tomato soup and found it really comfortable.
Was there anything at all that you found challenging about this challenge, or was it all smooth sailing?
Well, it was a little bit. I was a bit worried about the consistency of the soup when I put it in the pot, but it seems to turn out okay. I'm pretty happy with the consistency, and hopefully it seemed like Emma did as well. So.
Well, that's very good to hear. I'm glad you had a good experience with the
Thank
starter. But Joe, now walk us through your bruschetta. We can see it didn't exactly go very well.
I mean, it's, well, burnt to a crisp there, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
My sourdough bread. But yes, my time management skills weren't great. I forgot about the bread in the oven, and it, well, burnt. So there's not much I could do about that. But the actual mix itself, the bruschetta mix, was fairly decent. I walked in and saw the tomatoes, torn between tomato soup and bruschetta, but I saw the onions as well. So the decoration with the oil the presentation looked very good, actually.
So, have you made this before, or was this your first time?
I have made it before. I haven't burnt the bread before, but I guess that's the pressure of the finale.
So, has this knocked your confidence for future rounds, or are you still raring to go?
I think I'm still raring to go. Like I said, I've got a bit of experience behind me. I've got a good set of skills, so hopefully carry on and then win the trophy.
Well, don't count yourself out just yet. We're only just getting started. And I think it's time to move on to the next dish, the main course. Contestants, we know you've become familiar with the recipes throughout the series, so I wanted to see how well you could create a surprise dish with almost no instructions. Why don't we find out which dish you were tasked with preparing? Pasta carbonara. Now, I love pasta carbonara, and while the steps may seem simple, there's a lot of technique that goes into making this dish. For our viewers at home, let's find out how you would go about making a carbonara. Step 1. Boil pasta in salted water until al dente. Reserve some of the pasta water. Step 2. Cut bacon into small cubes and fry until cooked. Step 3. In a bowl, combine cheese, 2 eggs and 2 egg yolks. Step 4. Add pasta and egg mixture to bacon on a low heat. Step 5. Add the pasta water and residually cook on a low heat without scrambling the eggs, and that's it. Sounds simple, but it's hard to master. Let's see how you both got on.
So we've seen how you've done with the starter. Now we're going to crack on with the main course. So for the main, you and Joe got the same recipe. You're making pasta carbonara with these limited instructions. These are your ingredients. Good luck.
So, I've never made carbonara before. This is going to be a tough one, but it seems like quite simple cooking techniques, so hopefully I'll be able to get it done nice and easy.
I'm going to finally chop the bacon now so you can keep it nice and thin.
So you've never made this before. So what are you putting in it?
I know it's eggs, a bit of cheese, I'm pretty sure cream goes in there somewhere. So wing it, see how it goes, and hopefully it'll come out on top.
Yeah, sounds good. Easy, simple. Yeah.
Hopefully.
The consistency is not what I want it to be, so I'm going to add a bit more cheese.
That is very much overcooked, it just breaks apart. Oh no, that's the easy part.
I've added the pasta water to combine it with the eggs and the cheese to keep the sauce consistent.
Sounds good.
I don't want it to scramble too much, so we'll just reduce the heat.
I think the bacon's done, nice and crispy, so I'm going to pop my carbonara in, carbonara sauce in, give it a nice stir. My eggs are starting to scramble. Oh, this is not a good sign. I need to take that off the heat. Right there. And let's pop the pasta in. Oops. Oh no, this has not gone well. I think I need to add my cream right now. Double cream. And we'll pour some of that in there. Try and make it a bit more sauce-like.
Okay. I don't want too much.
Oh, Jake, that really was a recipe for disaster. Right, Let's get through it. What went wrong with your carbonara?
It's more of what didn't go wrong with my carbonara, really. I mean, as you can see, it's just everything from start to finish just went horribly, horribly wrong. I think I just got too confident with my soup, and then when I went into the main, I thought, oh, this is going really, really well. And then I just kind of lost my train of thought, scrambled the eggs, I forgot to take it off the heat, I overcooked the pasta. It's basically just a breakfast at this point.
Well, I noticed you missed out one mistake. The pretty big mistake to miss out. Why did you add cream?
Well, I got a bit confused. I've never really made pasta carbonara before. It's my first sort of time. I knew what to do a little bit, and I've heard that you're supposed to add cream, and it might, by that expression, I might not be needing to add cream.
No, I think that was one of the reasons why your dish ended up looking like this. But has your confidence been affected? That's the main thing. Are you still confident going into the final round?
I'm a little less confident than I was. I'll admit that, but I think I can pull it back if Joe's went as bad as mine.
Well, we'll see. Joe, I feel you've been feeling so much better after watching his performance. But it seems, by its own grade, your carbonara went quite well. So what do you think?
Yes, I think my carbonara went well. I obviously didn't add cream like this man here, or didn't overcook the pasta, and you didn't even add any pasta water, did you? So I can tell you hadn't really know what you were doing, but oh well. Yeah, I think my consistency went pretty well. The eggs, I had an extra egg yolk to make the consistency a bit thicker, but and then added the right consistency of pasta water, and then it turned out pretty well.
So you must have been a bit shaken going into this round. How did that affect your going in?
I did knock my confidence a little bit, but I thought I'd just keep my head down and use the skills that I've obtained through the series, and then try and do my best with the carbonara.
So what do you think is the key to success for a great carbonara?
I think the key to the success is obviously not adding cream, but I think is to add the extra egg yolk to get the right consistency, so you can, with the pasta water, and not overcook the pasta so it turns out mush.
Well, that's great to hear and very, very helpful for the viewers, I think. But nevertheless, good job from both of you to tackle such a challenge in this. Some better than others. I'm excited to see what Emma thinks at the end of the show. It seems to be a close call right now after the first two courses. Remember to connect with us at recipefordisaster.tv on Instagram to let us know what you thought and who should take the Recipe for Disaster trophy home with them. We're going for a quick break, but join us after to see if our two chefs create a dessert live here in the studio. It's going to be a frantic display of our chef's abilities. So, we'll see you then. Hello and welcome back to Recipe for Disaster. Before the break, we saw Joe and Jake make a creative starter from scratch with ingredients we surprised them with. And for their mains, they had to tackle mastering a pasta carbonara. And so far, it really is neck and neck. We're now going to move on to the third and final challenge of our finale today, the dessert. Contestants, would you please help me welcome our professional chef Emma to the studio.
Hello, it's lovely to see you all again. You both have very interesting performances in the first challenges, but it's all come down to desserts now. But there's a major difference with this course. You'll be making it here, live in the studio, in a test of your timing and efficiency. I'm excited to finally announce what dish you'll be making for dessert. It's Eton Mess. It's a mixture of berries, meringue, whipped cream, and we've given you a couple of extra ingredients to see what creative things you can do with them. It's known for being easy to make, so we thought we should make it even quicker than it usually is. So you get only 90 seconds to create your desserts. How are you both feeling about it, Jake?
Well, 90 seconds is a very, very short time.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. I look at the ingredients. I've got some ideas, but 90 seconds is going to be a tough challenge.
Yes, that's the point.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you?
I'm feeling pretty confident. I've got a good set idea.
Yeah?
Now, as you said, 90 seconds is quite a short space of time, so hopefully I can execute it to the precision.
Sounds good. Well, I can't wait to see how it turns out. Please take your positions, and on the count of 3, you can start. 1, 2, 3, go!
30 seconds remaining. Seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Contestants, step away from the workstations. That was very impressive. You should both give yourselves a pat on the back. Before we give them a taste, there's a poll out now on Instagram at recipefordisaster.tv. If you'd like to give your thoughts on who should be crowned in the Recipe for Disaster kitchen, connect with us before the time runs out and get voting. We'll be monitoring closely. Now, let's give them a try. Jake, should we start with you?
Right.
Okay, I guess I have to try this now.
This is my eating mess.
Do you have meringue in there?
There is meringue in
There
there.
is meringue.
I scrunched it up at the bottom to make it smaller bites. So
Okay.
you can get a nice big scoop of everything.
Yes, I'm trying. Yeah. You're not made it easy for me, for sure. Okay. Oh, that's good. Yum, yum. But this, Joe, this looks so pretty. Wow. It's a bit hard to get to the meringue though. Let's see. Should I just crack it?
Yeah, just break it down.
Crack
Just
it.
big scoop.
Ooh.
There you go.
Beautiful. Just get a little bit of everything. Okay.
So Emma, you've tasted all 3 courses of both contestants. Now, it's time to come down to what's your verdict.
Well, Eve, this was very difficult. It's been a very close competition throughout the season, but we're now come to an end. I wish you could both be winners. However, there will only be one person receiving the Recipe for Disaster trophy for your efforts. For the starter, I think it's quite obvious it has to go to Jake, right? That soup was really, really good. Good consistency. I know you were a bit worried about that, but that was good consistency. Good flavors. Overall, really good.
Amazing, thank you.
So yeah, but quite obvious you do not win the main course. So that goes to Joe.
Thank you.
That was a really good carbonara. And like most important of all, it was no cream in it. So that really made the dish good, al dente, perfect. So coming off the starter and the main, you're both neck and neck. So now it's all down to your desserts. You both made really good desserts, like a good mixture of sweets and berries and everything. Some a bit more ugly than the others, but you know, the taste is what counts. So why don't we see what our audience at home thought?
Great idea, Emma. I can reveal that leading our poll is Joe.
Very interesting. I think the audience is thinking the same as me. So for that reason, congratulations, Joe. You're the winner of Recipe for Disaster 2023.
Thank you very much.
Yay!
Contestants congratulate each other? Well, what a series it has been. Our contestants have fought tooth and nail until the last challenge, but Joe has just come out on top. So I'm pleased to present to you with our coveted trophy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us in the series for Recipe Disaster. We'd like to give a huge congratulations to Joe for winning the season and a massive praise to you, Jake, for making it this far. And of course, a big thank you to our professional chef, Emma, for sharing her thoughts and helping our chefs become pros in the kitchen. We hope to see you next time on Recipe for Disaster.
Hi.
Nice try.
It was a good goal score.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
I'm gonna actually eat more of this because this is good.